Yeah, this is really dark now, man. Are she gonna like explode them? Are she gonna use her like black box? Man, this is weird, man. All these like Yoras fight each other. The red girl. Oh my god, yeah, she tried to like explode them using Jesus Christ. Yeah. You live, girl? So this is the girl that looked like A2. Are she gonna nuke them or is she gonna jump into the red girl's like base? Yeah, but she's jumping in. She's using her black cube, you know. We got this is freaking dark, man. This is all enemy only. Yeah, she jumped into the hole there using her cube thing, right? Deleting herself and by that exploding the red girl's Oregon bank or something. Yeah, and then A2 is only the survivor. All her friends in dead bodies everywhere. My god, this is so dark. She's just like, yeah, that's right. All my friends, my family died, but I want revenge, yeah. And now she turned like dark, you know. She's like, now she became like cold card killer. She's later in the game. Exactly. Now she was like, I'm out for blood. So, hello everyone, here. This episode we're gonna have a lot of new stuff, okay? Every episode is completely new. Very interesting for a gamer as well. I think the first episode. Because it seems to kind of give you where the red girl comes from. At least kind of where she started her life. Even though I will give a theory later how she was created or whatever. But this is to be her base, right? It's the alien base from the first game. And now it's like being remodeled. So this is a very interesting episode for, I think, for gamers more so than anime. Because everything in the episode, then again, is anime only, so to speak, right? But I guess it's canon. And it's also based on the theater plays, the stage play. So I think it should be canon. So very interesting episode, guys. If you like to subscribe, slap button, reaction part, and of course we have the editing part where we go over all the different changes from the gaming and so on. But anyway, let's start. Okay guys, time finally for more Nier Automata. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 2B is dead, right? A2 is here now instead. Got her back here as well. Got my cane. Got my A2 up here. Got cane up there. Whatever, I toss it now. You see them here. In the corner. Gonna video this later, guys. Subscribe, guys. Coming a video later about my liverless. But yeah. Oh, they're rebooting A2, I guess. Yeah, test model A2 Shan. And she wakes up. Finally, the real main character comes in here. Yes. Model based on the wife of Cain, you know. Yes. So her memories, I guess. Where she was flying to Earth or something. Yeah, something like that. We probably will see A2's first mission here, probably. Given how the album has been, right, it shows more flashbacks and so on, more backstory of the character, so I'll get episode here now when she's the main character. Yeah, she was all happy, used to be all happy, A2 used to be all positive, right? Oh, yeah, A2 was very Genki. Yeah, let's go, girls! Yeah, she was all Genki when everyone died, right? As you saw in the last season. So I like it though, because the game doesn't have much of this at all. The game is just in text in the game. The game doesn't really show you anything of A2's life. It only shows you like the text form, right? So now we're gonna have like more of A2 in like the what happened to her fight and so on. So it's really interesting. Yeah, now a bunch of girls dies here. Bunch of Yora falls. Can't even land. Getting old before they even get down here. Looks like those sisters look like twins, like Devola and Popola. Yeah, no, A2 is all like, no! Yeah, this Yora attack is really terrible. This definitely is not in the game. This is completely new stuff, yeah. It's explaining the game, they basically fail this thing, but again, it's not in the actual game. Like you don't see them like landing and failing as well. So that's a little bit new here. But this is probably like a flashback, right? Because she used to go over 2B's memories too. After she killed 2B there. More like a mercy kill, of course, because she was corrupted by the virus. So that's probably just a flashback. Or maybe actually follows A2 now. She's like, when she's young then. When she before the game starts then. Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, I guess so. The anime is always right. Adds some new stuff here. So now we're following A2's like first memory here. Everyone's died. Yeah, they're surrounded by dead bodies. Man, this is dark, man. It's really dark. And now, of course, she looks like A2 now then. Yeah, back in the days, she was an A2 girl, you know. She didn't have long hair and so on. She didn't look like... She wasn't as ice cold yet. No, I mean, she's like Genki, right? A2 was like super positive in Genki Girl. She was like incredibly, you know, positive. Before everyone died. Yeah, before everyone died! My god! Before everyone died, yeah! I was just like, well, A2 used to be really positive and nice and happy, and then all her friends died! It's like, yeah, we saw some body there. My god! Yeah, exactly. A2 used to be all happy and Genki and super positive, and then everyone killed her family, yeah, and then they slaughtered her family. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that might make you a little more dark in your brain. Because now A2 is like an ice cold assassin lady, right? Yeah, now she's like an ice cold killer. I see why. All her the family died. Yeah, they all got massacred. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. Yeah, that was like, I guess she's like died next or something. But that's also nice that the anime has a bunch of other Yora characters also exist at all. Like the brown hair Yora and so on. They're all like white in the game. Yeah, there's a bunch of other like the long hair, brown hair and so on. Yeah, a bunch of the Yora characters. Purple hair and so on. Yeah. Yeah, now she's like, let's go then! I am A2! Yes, she's trying to be all serious here. And that guy got like a machine gun. Yeah, she's in the anime later too. Yeah, that's all the girl with long hair. We've seen this before though. We've seen so now carry her. Yeah, she's like, I will carry this woman. I will. Yeah, I can't just give up. She can still be saved or something. Yeah, she was super positive in Genki, right? And she was like, I will never surrender. I believe in my friends. She used to be all this. She's a very main character girl before. But I keep saying it. A2 is the actual main character. She used to be this, like, you know, positive Genki main character. Oh, I can save them all. I believe in the power of friendship and so on. But now she's turning into all like, you know, dark and grooming instead. Yeah, now she's like, yeah. But that's life. Then they killed all my friends. But basically, I mean, she's so dark, yeah. She's like, yeah, and then they slaughtered all my family members. But then the game was beautiful. Oh, no, she dies here. Oh, no, she dies. So carrying another Yora girl. She dies on her back. Clearly, with her hand, when her hand fell down there, she clearly died. But yeah, the other long-haired white girl looks more like A2 visually, right? So in the last season, when we saw her first, we was like, oh, is that A2? Because she has definitely more of A2 hairstyle, right? But no, this 2B A2 character is A2. Yeah. Yeah, this one is more like A2, right? When we saw them last time. No, of course we know what's happened here. So it's a little weird that they already had one flashback with A2. So they already showed who's gonna die or not die here from this crew, right? So it's a little bit... This episode could have been earlier. Because they already had one episode about her, you know, childhood kind of backstory, right? Yeah, so it's a little bit... It'd probably better if we did it in the order instead. Honestly. Yeah, now she get blasted right at the dice and so on. But so what I mean, like, there's no surprise here now, because they already, like I keep saying, but basically, right, they had another A2 episode, you know, explaining how she got here and who get virus and so on, right? That episode was also pure anime, not in the, they didn't exist at all in the game. So we kind of saw who's, you know, in this team and so on. This is, of course, now then when she meets her, exactly. Now she meets the resistance people. But that's what I mean. So we already seen... This was like episode 1 of A2's life, right? But we already had episode 2 of her life. That's why it's kind of strange. Yeah, I think we should have had them in different order. It would be much better. Because we already seen how they meet teaming up with these guys. Yeah. Yeah, throw their resistance attacks on them. Oh, I think I guess it's supposed to be the area kind of close to where 2B dies, probably. The bridge. You think so? Little unsure what it's supposed to be, that area. Yeah. But overall, though, I'm more surprised if we have an episode of her, right? That's what I said last episode. Yeah, I mean, I called it, right? That we're gonna have an A2 episode, of course. Because, I mean, obviously, not she's the main character, so we're gonna have, like, a backstory episode of her. And her daughter gals. Those cute gals in her party. Her party is definitely more interesting, though, in a sense. They have more personality, her teammates. Yeah, like, the 2Bs and 9S don't have that many friends. When we see 2B do stuff in 9S, it's only 2 of them basically all the time, right? And they meet other cats every now and then. But yeah, A2 had more, like, a bigger Yora squad than she landed. Even if most of them died, right? But they had like, much more cute girls. But I mean, we already seen this character die, basically, yeah. Because here, of course, is the, you know, she's... We already seen this character basically perish. Like the big blonde one and so on. Yeah, we already seen him die. We saw him die like 10 episodes ago. Yes, this is when they meet these girls, right? Yeah, and they're all fighting. The bunch of waifus, they're all waifus, yeah. This is like... It's an army of waifus. Waifu against waifu. Yeah. And they're all gonna hate each other and so on. This is part of the Yora play, though. This is part of the Yora theater play. Yeah, this is part of the side story they've written, Yokotoro written, so on. So I'm getting why they're, yeah, not to be A2. I mean, it's like, no friendship, nakama. She's all positive. She used to be all Genki. She's like, come on, I believe in the power of friendship. Friendship. I will listen to you. Yeah, friendship. This girl believed in friendship. And she was the only one. Yeah, family, friendship. Oh no, it's like dead bodies rotting in the... Yeah, okay, nice. Very nice, yeah. Such a friendly anime, yeah. But see, this was kind of seen before, right, when they're traveling with this party. When they're teaming up with these girls here, yeah, they have this double waifu squad teaming up, right? And then they get, you know, exactly, they all be friends. So, yeah, this is what I mean, we've seen this before, so it does feel kind of strange. It really feels like it's written in order, honestly. But sure, it is a... Yeah, it's like now they're even recapping when she gets, like, the virus. Yeah. No, we can't hurt her. She's friend. Yeah, now she's gonna... But A2 is a positive, yeah. A2 is like, no, I believe in friendship. A2 is not the cutest, naive girl. A2 is the nicest person ever. No! She's my friend, yeah. A2 is like... A2 really is the nicest person ever, yeah. She's like, no! Friendship, yeah. She keeps constantly trying to be... It's like, no! Let's not hurt our friend. Yeah, because this is what she's... A2 is gonna fix it. This is an important part of the story, though, that A2 can, like, you know, cure the Ludwig, the red girl's issues here. This is what happens on the red girl, right? She can fix that. So it's a big thing, actually, that A2 is the only one that somehow her and her team are able to, like, cure the Ludwig virus. And no one else can really do that. Yeah, and she also is all on the police in it, they can do it. So if they add extra stuff with the red girl, if they add more, you know, red girl stuff in the anime here, which I hope they do, they might also see how A2 can, like, maybe defeat her truly. Not like in the game, which you can't really truly beat her, in a sense. Maybe, I guess. But I guess they're explaining about, yeah, she's like rebooting. After she killed A2, after A2 had been killed 2B, she's rebooting, and that's why she remembers some of her memories about the girls and so on, I guess. I guess that's the argument. Yeah, but I guess now it's probably present time after you kind of rebooted there. Ah, this is the elevator. This is how it ended last time, yeah. So we saw the elevator in the last A2 factory as well. They're going into this base here. This is how it ended last time. Everyone dies, right? Yeah, all her friends like falls outside, exactly. They all get lose their heads or whatever. So I guess you're gonna see A2 go crazy now or something and turn evil, or not evil, but like, you know, turn cold, ice cold. Yeah, she's gonna stop being that Genki waifu and be all like, oh, I will kill them all, right? That's probably what we see now. Something like that. Yeah, no, she's still in that like form of, you know, like, oh, I'm a nice girl. Yeah, Lily-san, stop being. Yeah, but she's on die, of course, the captain. Yeah, you guys go without me. And basically only Lily and A2 will survive this thing, right? Yeah, it'd be interesting if they change the storyline here and some other girls just did survive. I wouldn't mind if it had some other people. Oh, this is interesting though. So obviously they have the Yoras in the tower here. Is this a red girl thing maybe? Let's see what happens here then. Yeah, this be interesting. Because they have the red eyes, right? So this is something that's really interesting. So they're talking to these like red Yora girls that are tied up, right? They like has red eyes, and I guess the red girl is talking to them now. So again, like I said earlier, they're really giving the red girl a lot more screen time in the anime, which is really great. Now they have her even talking to A2 here before she killed A2's friends, right? Yeah. So a little bit similar to the opera singer fight, where they also have Yoras, you know, using them as weapons and so on. They're screaming and, you know, tying up the Yoras and so on. But this is, I like it. I hope they. I mean, this would be. It would be better if the game was. Honestly, it would be better if the game had. I keep saying it. The red girl would have more screen time and actually explain her backstory better. Because now it's kind of like how she started here, and she's using that's the machine girl Aves earlier and so on in the A2's flashback, using her friends as weapons here. But also trying to communicate with them, right? She also started to talk to A2 and so trying to like befriend her in a weird way. Exactly, so this is like way. I mean, I like it because it gives Red Girl a lot more depth to it. She's like, oh yeah, that's right, I killed all your friends because it was fun. Yeah, it's like, ha ha ha. It's like her start of being evil, right? Oh, this is really good because it, yeah, I always think when the wife she just killed her, of course, at the present time. Oh, this is really great. I mean, this really gives this A2 backstory actually is a Red Girl backstory, right? Yeah, it's a Red Girl backstory, which is much better. So really getting that, so exactly, that she can turn into her friends and so on. Oh, this is interesting. I like. She goes back and forth, I guess, between controlling them or not. I suppose so. Because now it's kind of like she turned off the control of her, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Oh. Yeah, now she's like. Well, we know A2 will survive this thing though, but she's probably the last one that will survive. Yeah, there's a lot of dead boss everywhere. But where is this place though? This one I don't get at all though, in the actual gaming lore though. Like this red girl bunker they're inside of, yeah, there's like a blue bunker place. There's nothing in this. Is it that where the aliens are? That's supposed to be. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Does this really explain what they actually are, though? But I guess she's down with where the aliens are. So if you know what I mean, like we have the alien base, right? The aliens are dead, of course. You meet Adam Eve there later. So I guess that's where they are fighting the Red Girl. That's where she actually was started. Because the Red Girl is some kind of like, you know, evolution of the white thing turning into, yeah, from the Zero, from the Dragon Guard 3 and so on, you know. Something like that, right? But now it feels like she. You know, they kill each other, of course. Yeah, now she's like, remember who she is. Man, this fight is really dark, man. It's really dark. Yeah, this is really dark now, man. Are she gonna like explode them? Are she gonna use her like black box? Man, this is weird, man. All these like Yoras fight each other. The red girl. Oh my god, yeah, she tried to like explode them, using to kill herself or something. Delete herself, Jesus Christ. Yeah. You live, girl? So this is the girl that looked like the A2. Oh, she gonna nuke them, or is she gonna jump into the red girl's like base? Yeah, but she's jumping in, she's using her black cube, you know. God, this is freaking dark, man. This is all anime only. Yeah, she jumped into the hole there using her cube thing, right? Deleting herself, and by that exploding the red girl's Oregon bank or something. Yeah, and then A2 is only a survivor. Oh, they stopped all their mechas, of course, and then all her friends in dead bodies everywhere. My God, this is so dark. She's just like, yeah, that's right. All my friends, my family died, but I want revenge, yeah. And now she turned like dark, you know. She's like, now she became like cold card killer. She's later in the game. Exactly. Now she was like, I'm out for blood. Man, this is dark, yeah, and they're gonna keep using her. But very new they were gonna die though, we saw earlier. So it's a little bit. I really like how they're giving that red girl explanation, right? But this thing already been shown, yeah, like 10 episodes ago, last year. So we already saw her friends die once. So it's a little bit like, it's a little bit cake on this thing. But yeah, goddamn, it used to be so genki. It used to be the happiest, cutest girl ever. Yay! You're a family! Yeah, hola, yeah, nakara, I love you guys, nakama! She used to be so happy all the time, yay! And now she's like, God damn it, man. They took her smile, yeah, she used to be so happy, and now she's like, I will kill everyone. I only live for revenge. Yeah, she went from the happiest, genkiest Yora waifu to the deadliest, most bloodthirsty one. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you killed my family. Bad judgment, that was her name. Dark episode, let's review it. So that was sad? My God, that episode was really dark. It was just like pain on pain, man. It was just constantly seeing her friends and family die, right? Her best friends getting killed and so on. Very, very bloody. Very tomato juicy in the first bit here when she was like, she found her dead friend, you know, her sister, like on the ground and so on. So very dark episode. But first that's the thing. You heard obviously we see in the reaction part, you hear me complain about the thing. But honestly, I think from an actual like narrative standpoint, this doesn't make much sense to do it like this. I guess they want to kind of have that red girl coming in bit right now. So the whole elevator scene, you know, when everyone dies and her friend sister jumps down and does the black cube thing and explodes the base. All that was really great, and it also makes sense to have it now, right? Because now the red girl has, you know, shown her true ID and she killed Commander White and so on, right? She destroyed the base, and you know, 2B died, and now we're here, and now we see how A2 met her. You know, like way before, years before everything happened, right? So, okay, that makes sense, right? But the thing is that up to basically the first half, which is kind of how A2 landed on Earth, right? Yeah, that thing should have been earlier. I won't say the first year before going into the different game and then the anime, but that thing should have been earlier, right? It should have been like, so about 10 episodes ago, we had obviously then A2 and her sisters, so to speak, going into the bunker, right? And then it ended. And of course, half of them died already before they went into the bunker, yeah. And most of them died before they entered the bunker, right? So that was like episode 2 then, I guess, of her backstory, right? Now this is episode 1, right? So it's like episode 1, 2, and then 3 is inside the bunker versus Red Girl. So you get a point, right? Because this episode basically was 1 and 3, and we had 2 earlier, right? So what we could have had earlier could have been 1, right? When she landed and everyone died, you know what I mean? And finding the dead body, carrying that person, and then she's dying in her arms. That could have been episode 1, and then this episode could have been 2 and 3, like the episode when they fought the robots and then into the bunker, right? Maybe not exactly like the time frame, but yeah. But anyway, that thing out of the way. If I had to say it, so I felt that was a weird way to do it. Yeah, 1, 3 basically now. I felt really unnecessary, convoluted, honestly. And not in the same way usually Nier is in another kind of convoluted way of Nier. But anyway, I digress. But I have to point out. So the big part of episode, right, of course, is the bunker scene. Here we have, overall, first of all, here, for you who haven't played the game, everything in this episode is completely like Amy on the game. Nothing in the episode whatsoever is in the game, right? Now, there is this like Yora play, this theater play, this like stage play, whatever, right? That has the A2 backstory. And this episode, and of course also then episode 2, right, is obviously mostly built on that, right? So they're fighting the robots and so on. So it's kind of like an anime of that, but whatever. It's not in the actual game, right? It's not in the game whatsoever. But the first part, not so interesting. I mean, from an actual lore standpoint. I mean, sure, it's such that, but whatever. But of course, the last part here, it was really interesting. So we get into the bunker, right? The bunker now looks a lot like where the aliens are, and I said earlier in the part, I'm like, where is actually this red girl bunker though? We're fighting red girl. Where is it? There's a lot like the aliens. We did see a scene earlier which is close to the tower, and the tower is kind of like where the aliens are underneath that thing, right? So, to the tunnel in the game. So yeah, I guess it's supposed to be one of the alien chambers that they're fighting. The aliens have already guns that beat the robots, and the red girl has to do with that. But the thing is that the red girl is never truly explained, right? Red girl is probably based on the virus that killed every human, and they created the Gestalt part in the first game of Nier, based on Dragon Guard 3. And Red Girl looks somewhat similar to, of course, Zero and the female characters of Dragon Guard 3, but also Zero looks similar to, of course, like Kane and the other, because she's white hair, so it's very neat thing, right? But she looks kind of like her, so it all felt like the Red Girl is some kind of like evil, intelligent version of the virus, which is like a scribe virus. So basically, it used to be, that is a little bit my interpretation here, okay? But I would say that basically, right, when the dragon releases this virus that kills the humans, right, it creates the first part Nier 1, that's basically like a biological virus, right, an actual virus, so to speak. But now, when they're all androids, it basically turned into a computer virus. That's kind of how it is. Yeah, it used to be like a medical virus, and now it's like a computer virus, and it has its own personality based on. You see, in Dragon Guard 3, right, Zero wants to kill everyone. Yeah, Zero starts out by the flower thing. She begs the flower to kill all the humans, blah blah, and this creates this virus. So it's part of that whole her wish, right? So it's like an intellectual evil virus, right? I mean, so that's kind of how I feel the game is probably putting it now. That again, this never been confirmed, but I feel like that's probably how it is, right? That the medical virus, again a biovirus, turn into a PC virus, right? Between Nier 1 and 2, basically. This is Nier 2 then, of course. And her personality is somewhat, connected to Zero, when then Zero is the main character of Dragon 3, Nier -1. So it's very complex, honestly. But it's kind of how I feel it played out now, and the aliens then are part of making this virus stronger and so on. But it's point out to them, Red Girl didn't create the aliens, right? Maybe she did, but probably not. They're actually aliens, and she didn't make the robots. I mean, these robots, the mechas, the kind of the ugly brown mechas they're fighting, right? They were built by the aliens, right? The aliens died on Earth anyway, but they built them before, and she hacked them, right? And that's why when you play the game, you have two different robots as well. You have brown robots with white eyes, and you also have brown robots with red eyes, like her, right? So the white ones are actually not part of her, army. They're just fighting for the aliens, right? Or just doing something else, right? Usually then the robots with white eyes are actually used neutral, and they're actually not aggressive, right? So that's kind of how it feels like this episode is interesting, because I guess that Red Girl was infecting the alien place. Maybe the aliens created her, so to speak. But again, I don't think so. They've unfortunately explained that. But what I mean, I think the Red Girl is part of the biovirus becoming, computer virus with all, also part of the immune spectrum. But anyway, and then, they kind of built this thing, and I guess she took form here. I guess my theory is that the Red Girl took form inside of the alien lab, so to speak, and as she went from the Gestalt white virus into the red virus thing, how she cannot transform the powers, probably. But anyway, I digress them, because that is my theory, even though I think it's quite probably likely to be true. And honestly, I don't think the anime will even explain that. That's something I feel like a next Nier game probably will go in more details on, because she's probably the main antagonist of the next Nier game. I know it's a Nier reincarnation, but like a more a console game. But anyway, I digress. So what's important though is that they go in here and they fight her, right, at the alien place, and then she jumps in, and she does obviously her sister jumps into and does the black box thing, right? We've seen in the beginning of the game and also in the anime earlier, right? And when she can do this explosion, right? Basically, it's like the core of the Yora, and then they explode, right? And they kind of ruins the alien. So they kind of makes sense, because in the game you will later go down here to the alien place, and you will fight Adam and Eve in the base. It hasn't had enemy yet, but you go down there, right, and you fight them you find the dead aliens. Aliens are dead already. You find them down there, and then you fight them at this place. These blue canisters next to them, she's screaming here behind her. they're already broken when you get there. And obviously, if this anime is canon for the game, right, it would have been when the A2 fight happened. That's how the aliens, like the canisters and the whatever it's called, like the, I don't know what's called, but the glass walls or whatever. Yeah, this different material would be destroyed, right, by that nuclear course. So that could make sense, certainly, because the game doesn't explain why the alien place is destroyed already when you get there. So I guess it's probably canon then. So that's why it's really interesting, even for a gamer that, of course, I played the game more than once, but this is never. Like I said, I like the anime a lot because the anime kind of explains things. Now, so if we go and look at the scene here, so this place, right, is already destroyed when you get there. So this, if this is the alien place, I think it is, with the red girl, then I guess her powers kind of manifested here, right? And this place is already destroyed when you get down there with Adam and Eve. Now in the game, it's implied that Adam and Eve did it, probably. But I guess then the anime, if the anime is canon, is implying that, well, obviously she nuked it. Yeah, she jumped into the hole using her black cube, and that's how the aliens actually destroyed the tubes of the aliens and permanently killed the alien guys then by this nuke there. So instead of actually defeating the red girl, I guess Oilbit helped her because he destroyed the other, controlling party of the robots, right? I mean, honestly, yeah, if it's like the Yora girls jumping in here, it's actually helping the red girl because he basically frees her to control the arm by herself, right, Because after this thing happening, this is the last of the alien, I guess. So now the aliens died, right? And now it's only the red girl left to control them. Actually, most of the robots are using Nier, right? So she can now start controlling the robots more and more, giving her the opportunity to take it over, right? So yeah, it's kind of negative. That being said, though, this is kind of not really explained in the episode if it actually is the same place. There also might be another bunker with aliens, right? It might be another alien base. Might be two or more, whatever. So again, it's not really, honestly, explained here. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I'm just like, well, I think it is the same place, but it's not really it's like implied that it's the same place, but it's never really truly confirmed. So I'm just like, I guess it is the alien base later in the game, but whatever. What more happened in the episode? Well, the beginning, I mean, didn't explain that much, right? The beginning have them like crash landing, they get shot down by the robots' artillery, like they have anti-air. Yeah, I don't think the first part mattered that much. The first part was just kind of like seeing how the Yora met with Resistance and becoming their friends, teaming up with them. And then, of course, earlier, like in the first core episode of fighting the robots, the Hagen and so on. So, yeah, I don't think that, honestly, the first part was just kind of, but it was interesting to some extent. Kind of very, very gruesome, yeah, but not really like, from a story aspect, it didn't change much at all, honestly. I don't think so, at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was nothing new there, except just like obviously adding to the character's personality and backstory, who they are. But from like an actual like story aspect, I don't think nothing really happened until they got to the elevator. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't think there was anything new there. Not that I could see, at least. I don't think so. Think about it now. But more, and yeah, of course, and lastly then, obviously, A2 then rebooted with some of 2B's memories and also kind of give her a flashback. So I think that in that sense, I kind of like it. I mean, from a general presentation standpoint, from like an anime, whatever, movie standpoint, right? I kind of like how it was like, what is the flashback now? But the flashback is happening because, yeah, she has to reboot, somewhat getting part of her memories, part of her body, incorporating part of her into herself. And by doing that, basically PC reboot, now she's also remembering old stuff that happened to her, right? So it's nice. That was pretty fun seeing it that way. It was a nice way to do it. Bam, guys, if you subscribe, like, and have a great day.